What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here. Today, bringing you a new video. We're going to be breaking down Nazeebo. And we're not only going to be breaking him down, we're going to be using the build that nobody wants to see you using, which is going to be his zombie wall build. In order to utilize zombie wall to its most effective, we're going to be taking Thing of the Deep at level 1, which is going to increase the range of our casting of our spells. Ideally, this game, and what I've cooked up in my head, is ETC will slide something, I will zombie wall that something, and that something will die. Again, this is just something I cooked up, but it's working a little bit. These guys are definitely running down our ETC. Somebody dies here, right? Nope, nobody dies here. Hog. Grab the globe, please. It's first start. I'm surprised no deaths. We are on EU. Something you could do on Nazeebo is you could use your Q to hit like a minion, and then if the minion is like the last minion, the spiders will have to go try to find a target. Uh-oh. And in most cases, those spiders will run down and start hitting an enemy hero, right? So okay, so the ETC has to hit the slide in order for... I'm gonna just wall the back line. Ooh, almost. If I had walled just a little bit better there, and maybe could have body blocked the Joe into dying. But yeah, the ETC does have to hit the slide. They have 3 people bottom to deal with me and the ETC. 4 people bottom. So they have no one top. This is like your kind of pick your own poison. I think the bonuses is usually kind of the default. But you could go spiders just for sustain. There it is. There it is. You could go spiders for sustain. This game, I'm going to go spiders for sustain. Just because I like the sustain that it brings when you're like posturing over a... not shrine, but a channel. So I'm going to put my W down and then leave. Go back. We'll head to the top lane with full mana. If, for whatever reason, the other team, you know, loses this, then I'll head middle. So to talk a little bit more about Thing of the Deep, too. As we get more stacks, we get more power. So 50 stacks will get 5% spell power, and then at... one up top. And then at 100, we'll get an additional 5%. So we'll get 10% total. Any slide I can... oh, well. If he W's them, then we can't. But we can maybe auto-attack this guy down. That chain bomb was big. And Zul'jin got the objective during. Try to make him adjust to that. I doubt he like knows I'm doing that, so we'll just like make it. Yeah, see, there we go. Cool. All right, so now at level 7 we're going to take Dead Rush. Most important part, not so much that the zombies come alive, but that the zombies deal more damage, I think, is the more important part. Oh, the CTC is gonna get ripped by the towers. Oh, this is their whole team. It's very weird how the enemy team is playing. Get them, zombies! Top shrine was there. Their hard camp and easy camp is up. And instead of pushing or doing camps, they rotated 4 bottom. Maybe that's on me. Maybe the Nazeebo threat is just so maximum that you got to send the whole team. We have a hard camp pushing mid now, and they don't, which is great. I'm gonna get spiders going mid. Just start getting more siege damage there, because that camp should take wall. All right, now we look for a slide or something. We're hitting front line. I'm totally okay spidering the turrets too, because again, the spiders will spawn and they'll run off the turret and go after the Gazlo. Maybe a big wall here. Joanne is pressuring me, but we're getting the sustain from the Q talent at 4, keeping us healthy. That's a % health base too. Should be good enough. Yep. Ooh, hugs. And we want to get back to stacking. We need to start hitting last hits here. I'm actually, because we have a big wave here, I'm just going to Gargantuan and start pushing. Big wave, whole team here. We're going to force a little bit of action. Continue to press the lead. We can zombie wall on this. Now all these zombies will hit. And then the other thing that happens here is when they now die and spawn out, they'll keep hitting. Okay, cool. And you know, with Gargantuan, it has such a low cooldown. It's totally fine to just use it so that the next time you have a fight, you can use it again, right? It's only 60 seconds. 70? I mean, maybe I was always wrong and it was always 70. But we did get 50 stacks, so now we have increased spell power. We'll see if the ETC lives here. Death would be bad. Good stalling, though. We can still blind. All right, the fight's happening. Zombie wall that. Here we go. Almost dead. Nice. Auto attack him down. Make sure... I think this is another thing that I see Nazeebo players do a lot, is they forget to auto. But we'll do the same here. We'll guard, create some pressure. You need to make sure you continue to auto attack as Nazeebo. Like, I see it way too often. Nazeebos just throw spells and don't auto. Obviously, you know, don't auto attack to your death, but I don't think there's anything wrong with in the middle of a fight when the other team's not hitting you to weave autos. All right, we should just take this and then leave probably. And we'll look to back. She's looking to bless shield, looks like. Try to land my Q. This should sustain me a bit. You can see my healing. Yeah, okay. We don't need a back even. 1 Q is all we needed to land there. All right, same deal. I'll probably look to just spider the turrets because those will activate my spiders immediately. Joe's looking for a bless shield. I'm gonna Gargantuan in this corner. Zombie wall body block is nice. Doing as much damage as we can. Just looking at their damage type, I'm actually gonna go Superstition this game. Just because this is gonna give me spell armor. And against this Kelth, I mean, this KT is kind of like maybe what I'm most afraid of. It'll also give me a spider when I get hit, which should give me more health as well. So I'm pretty safe to their auto attacks. With my team comp too, like there's so much zoning coming out of my team. But like this right here, you see that? This is really nice having the spell armor. The wall hit. Oh, big Gargantuan slam too. Maybe he'll bleed out to my dot. ETC kills him. Watch out for the Gravo. Okay, we'll figure out which way he's going. We'll try to wall. Oh, nice. Lily got him with an auto attack. I just threw a Q at the core, even though the core is untargetable. Yeah, I mean, this game right here and this comp just goes to show you the new, like, this is like the new, you see on Reddit, you see in comment sections, kind of gripes and complaints that people are having with the Asmo and the Nazeebo because of all the summons. Oh, nice. It becomes really difficult to oh, if she had blink healed out, that would have been so funny. It becomes really difficult to defend the sieges. But the important part there is you utilize those, you know, you're dropping your Gargantuan when your team's 4 stacked and you're, you know, you're there and you're sieging up. You're zombie walling on the CC follow-up, right? I didn't always do it that game because the ETC was sliding pretty deep. But anytime he would slide up front or looking on like picks or engages, or you could use zombie wall like as a zoning tool. We saw in the top lane, I zombie walled them from getting inside of their wall. Yeah, this character is super powerful. Obviously, very quick game. Could be a YouTube short, honestly. At 16, we would have just taken the zombie wall gas, and then at 20, we would have taken the passive. The build and the gameplay would have remained the same, though. So, I think really good showcase of this character. The damage, the siege is super high. Yeah, he's kind of sleeper right now. I think since they changed again the sieging of the game, the fundamental like strategy to get siege damage done has changed. And Nazeebo, especially the W build, which people, myself included, will sometimes get upset about, is really effective. It's really effective. As you saw, their 10-minute game is crazy. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys like this, make sure to throw a like and subscribe. Also check me out on twitch.tv/McIntyre, streaming Monday through Friday. 2026 is our year for HOTS. Let's get it. We'll see you next time.